Dogworks Radio is sponsored by Alaska Dogworks. Check out their website at alaskadogworks.com.
Hi, this is Alex Stein, co-host of Mushing Radio on Dogworks Radio. We just completed our first storytelling season on the 1925 Serum Run. Almost 100 years later, the 1925 Serum Run is something that is still inspirational, amazing, and in many ways larger than life. We've gathered all of these episodes together on one page to make it easier for you to listen to them in order. Just go to dogworksradio.com/serumrun. That's SERUMRUN, no space, dogworksradio.com/serumrun. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to Dogworks Radio at Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or wherever it is that you go to listen to podcasts.
Start your day tomorrow with The Daily Dog with Michele Forto, the morning podcast on Dogworks Radio. Apple Podcast reviewer Patty Christensen calls it funny, smart, and filled with all the info I want to know about dogs. I love this show. Wake up with The Daily Dog, available on Dogworks Radio on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your shows.
You are listening to The Daily Dog with your host, Michele Forto. The Daily Dog offers training advice, tips and tricks, and maybe even a book or movie review, too.
Hello and welcome, everybody. It's The Daily Dog with Michele Forto. And today's topic is pretty important, and you may want to put this in your file somewhere and save it for later for future reference. Did you know that learning Canine CPR can actually save your dog's life? We should know, just a couple weeks ago, one of our sled dogs had a seizure on the trail and stopped breathing, and his heart stopped too. With quick action, we saved his life, and he's happy and bouncing today. So our main topic today is pet CPR. And this is pretty instructional, so like I said, you may want to put this one in a file somewhere later so you can have it for reference. Providing CPR to a pet is very much like giving CPR to a human. The same steps are followed. Airway. Is there an open airway from the mouth to the lungs? Can you feel any breath passing in and out of the nose or mouth? Check the mouth by opening the jaws and pulling the tongue forward and look for any blockages or foreign objects. Remove any foreign objects and check again for breath. If the airway is still blocked and the pet's mucous membranes, gums, are blue, then you may need to perform a Heimlich-like action to loosen any object that may be farther back in the throat. Is the animal breathing on its own? If no objects, food, or mucus are obstructing the airway, you may begin artificial respiration. Lay the animal on its side and gently tilt the head back. Pull the tongue forward. Close your hands around the muzzle to form as airtight a seal as possible and place your mouth over the nostrils of the pet's nose. Blow 4 to 5 breaths rapidly. Then check to see if the pet begins to breathe on its own. Smaller pets will need more breaths per minute, 20 to 30, than a large dog that requires only 15 to 20 breaths per minute. Circulation. Can you feel a heartbeat or pulse? An animal that is alert and responsive, even if it can't get up, will not require compressions. If there is no heartbeat, then you may begin chest compressions. Lay the pet on its right side. Find the points of the pet's elbow and place it against the ribs. This is where your hands need to go. Compress the chest ½ inch to 1 inch, slightly more for a giant breed or really large dog, and provide a breath every 5 to 6 compressions. Have a second person do the breathing if available. Check for a pulse. Repeat the process if no pulse or heartbeat is detected. Transport the pet to a veterinary hospital as soon as possible. If after 20 minutes your efforts are not producing results, then you have done your best under difficult circumstances. Up next is our breed of the day, the Black and Tan Coonhound. The Black and Tan Coonhound is one of the few truly American breeds. It was developed in the Deep South by hunters who blended the unique traits of several early hound breeds. While wealthy landowners were conducting organized fox hunts with imported pedigreed hounds, settlers were developing their own trailing hounds for the purpose of putting meat on the table and running off varmints that threatened crops and livestock. These pioneers were more concerned with performance than appearance. Nevertheless, a distinct type of hound emerged from crosses among various lines of accomplished hunting dogs. Dedicated hunters developed medium-sized hounds capable of independently locating and tracking its own prey, following cold trails for long distances when necessary, with joyful, beautiful voices all during the chase. Combining powerful scenting ability with great stamina and fierce desire to hunt, today's Black and Tan has been used across North America on many types of game, including raccoons, bobcat, cougar, deer, elk, wild boar, and even bear. The breed works equally well whether hunting alone or with a pack, on open level ground or in the most rugged terrain. The Black and Tan Coonhound is first and fundamentally a working dog, a trail and tree hound capable of withstanding the rigors of winter, the heat of summer, and the difficult terrain over which he is called upon to work. Used principally for trailing and treeing raccoon, the Black and Tan Coonhound runs his game entirely by scent. The characteristics and courage of the coonhound also make him proficient on the hunt for deer, bear, mountain lion, and other big game. Judges are asked by the club sponsoring the breed to place great emphasis upon these facts when evaluating the merits of the dog. The general impression is that of power, agility, and alertness. He immediately impresses one with his ability to cover the ground with powerful rhythmic strides. Temperament. Even temperament, outgoing and friendly, as a working scent hound must be able to work in close contact with other hounds. Some may be reserved, but never shy or vicious. Aggression towards people or other dogs is most undesirable. Note, inasmuch as this is a hunting breed, scars from honorable wounds shall not be considered faults. Disqualification. A solid white patch which extends more than 1 inch in any direction. Thanks for listening to The Daily Dog. We hope you tune in next time.
Did you know that Alaska Dog Works trains service dogs for those in need throughout North America? Each and every service dog that is trained through the Lead Dog Service Dog Program and Michele Forto and her team has an individual training plan. We train for autistic, mobility, psychiatric, and PTSD for our soldiers for service work. If you know of someone that may need a service dog, please take a moment and check out Alaska Dog Works on social media and at alaskadogworks.com.
If you like our podcast, there are a few things you can do. You can take a couple of minutes and go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. You can also check out all of our DogWorks Radio sponsors and promotions in our show notes. Another thing you can do is go over to Facebook, like our Facebook page, and one last thing, please tell all of your friends by spreading the word about DogWorks Radio. Thank you so much for listening to us. We really appreciate you.
DogWorks Radio is produced by Robert Forto. Logo art by Angry Squirrel Studios. DogWorks Radio is produced in conjunction with KVRF 89.7 in Palmer, Alaska.
For dog training advice, you can contact Alaska Dog Works at 907-841-1686 or visit their website at alaskadogworks.com. If you have a show idea or would like to be a guest, please contact us by sending an email to live@dogworksradio.com.